wondering.
I mean, I'm in the car. I should have theme music, but I do not. My dad. See, I freaking told you. As soon as I start recording, my family just. My dad, what are you doing in the car? Obviously, having a conversation. It's my uncle.
You're like, it's only fans. Don't worry.
It's only my entourage.
You're like, I am so famous in upstate New York. Don't you worry about me, bitches.
Hi, it's me. I can't even sit in my car without being bothered.
Oh my god.
World famous moments at my parents' house. Oh god.
Love it. Well, hello guys. Welcome to another episode of Two Basic Housewives.
Whoop,
I'm
whoop.
Court.
I'm Kai.
And we are just hanging out. As you can see, Kai is in a car. I don't think Kai has anything in her cup today, does she?
No, I went to Sonic and got a strawberry shortcake milkshake.
Oh.
It's almost gone. But yes, but I will say, even though we traveled to my parents' house, I did bring the skinny syrups with us. So
you did? I was wondering.
Oh yeah. So I used to have one in my car. I don't anymore because that one's empty. But skinny syrups makes like the little travel bottles you could just squirt in your water.
Wait, what? They make like little ones like
They make little ones, not in all the flavors, but there's a few flavors. So we have those, but we brought like the big bottle of blue raspberry, and then I bought my grandmother sour apple because she loves that one. And then I brought strawberry lemonade, and I also brought them a peach. So we gifted them skinny syrups. May or may not have been a hidden motive there.
Because you had too many sitting at your house.
Yes.
And you wanted to be able to have some while you were gone.
There it is. Yes. So we did that, but I did get my Sonic on after we took the kids to an escape room, because what parent doesn't want to be locked in a room with their kids for an hour?
Trying to work as a team.
I will say, it was actually quite fun. I mean, Mariella didn't really know stuff, but she was like, Mom, I found this, I found that. And so she was really happy. They had like a Roy G. Biv thing in it. And so she was excited because she was like, Mom, it goes in this order. And I was like, bet.
Right? She was probably so excited that it was something that she could help out with.
She was so happy. And like the woman was like, just so you know, the door's always unlocked in case you want to get out or you get scared. And so Mariella was fine. So the woman was like, if you get scared, she's like, I'm scared. I was like, girl, please. This ain't nothing but a room with some stuff in it. And I can't even like talk, because I want to talk about what was in the room, but I can't because then it ruins it for everybody else. But yeah.
I mean, you just be like, spoiler alert.
No, spoiler alert. In case anybody like in the Long Island area goes to this escape room and does it, I don't want to give it away. But we did one that was more kid friendly. It was like find the antidote. I think it was called Antidote Room, to find the antidote and escape the room. So it wasn't like the one I wanted to do. It was like find the mass murderer.
You know, that surprises me, seeing as how we've had this conversation multiple times about things white people do.
Yeah, but see, this is an escape room. See, it's fake. I ain't going out in the woods trying to find a real killer, okay? Because you be out there with a flashlight. Talking about, oh, I saw the ghost of Christmas past. Let's go get him. No. Let him stay out. I'm sorry. No.
I found this box in the attic. Let's open it.
Put it back. Put it back. When people are like, oh, I found this random box. It was covered in duct tape, wrapped in a chain with a lock, but I cracked the lock and ripped off the duct tape. You think I should put it back? Bitch, why did you touch it in the first place? Why? First of all, if I move into a house and there's a fucking hidden door, and in that hidden door is a letter that says do not open in a box, the last thing my ass is gonna do is stay in that house. 1. 2, I'm selling that motherfucker. And 3, I'm gonna tell people, put it back. Just put it. I'm gonna make sure that no one knows there's a door there. I'm gonna seal it up. Okay, go get some holy water, the church, the gospel choir, some sage.
It was like that reel series that I sent you. I think it was on TikTok.
It was
finding hidden rooms and boxes, and the time you're like, why are white people like this?
Like, no, the last thing I'm gonna do is open it. Oh, I found this random box. It has a skull and crossbones on it. Bitch, put it back. No. You want to play with my Ouija board? Why? What do you think I want to touch? Your little board with letters, little spirits. I'm good. I'm going to let them live their best life away from me. No. You got me fucked up already.
So I was totally gonna do a Halloween episode because I lived in a house that was haunted, but I wasn't gonna tell you about it because I knew you were gonna be like, why'd you live there for 20-some years?
That part. That part.
If you hear the weird sound next year.
That just kicked on, by the way, it's my car. Like, now it's just blowing air. So yes, I'm in the car, everybody, because I'm at my parents' house for the holidays. And let me preface this for you, okay? My older sister and her husband are there, so that's 2 people. My sister and my brother, that makes 4. My mom and my dad, which is 6. My husband and I, which is 8, and Uncle Chris, that's 9 adults. And my grandmother, okay? And 2 kids. I'm in the car.
We're waiting for people to knock on the window.
Personal space is something I haven't had in a couple of days.
Also, too, guys, they have 1 bathroom that they're using because the other one is set up for grandma.
Yes, and we can use it. I just choose to use the one upstairs just because if grandma needs it, I don't want to be the person that's in it.
Right.
Because that would be me, like, trying to, like, go to the bathroom. TMI, number 2. You need about 5 to 7 minutes, unless you're a man, and then you need 45. Right. But I just go upstairs. It's fine. So I'm finally putting on makeup. It's like 1:48, and I've done things outside with my children. Looked like Mufasa today.
Did you at least put mascara on?
No. I woke up.
How many discussions have we had that I at least wear mascara?
Well, I want you to know that by the time we got the girls up, because one of them was like, I don't want to go, and the other one was like, I do. And I was like, I'm not doing options today. We're all going. And we had to get to the place at 11 a.m. and it was 20 minutes away, and it's like 10:30. Get in the car.
Girls slept in way late.
Yeah. Well, so I made the choice to go at like 9:30. We'll say 9:30. But the girls were still asleep, so my husband went to go wake them up. And then one was like, I want to go. One was like, I don't want to go. And I was like, well, I don't really care what they want to do.
Right.
Like, I'm the adult here. So then we decided to go, and then we had to hurry up and, like, rush out the door. So, like, I put on lip gloss.
Well, at least you got that.
My lips were glossing, right? Not anymore. But now I'm going to put on some concealer and make it through the day. I did put on some silk primer first, though.
Oh, hey, there you go.
You know?
You guys have anything like... Oh, wait, yeah, you said you guys were going to be doing something else.
Yeah,
church, right?
Yeah, when Mom gets back from church, we'll probably all go do either, like, a dinner or something. Mom likes to do, like, a family dinner outside of the house before we leave to go back home.
Gotcha.
Usually it involves an embarrassing rendition of Happy Birthday.
Embarrassing for you or for those that are singing it?
Me. Last year we went to a really great, like a Japanese like steakhouse that my grandma loves. And so I got Happy Birthday sang to me in a different language, which was very interesting. He did make a lot of eye contact, which made it very uncomfortable.
Oh, creepy?
Yeah.
A little uncomfortable?
You know how I am about that.
Look deep into my eyes.
Look deep into my soul while I sing you happy birthday. Let me get my camera out so I can see what I'm doing. But, all right, I'm ready for what we're supposed to talk about instead of my sidebar discussions.
I feel like that's a lot of what makes this podcast is these sidebar conversations. You guys, like, I kid you not when I say that, like, we plan out episodes. We really do. We have all these ideas, all these plans. Hey, quick look up at the camera and smile. Wrong side. There it is. Got it.
Yeah. So if you're not watching, I'm looking to the right because that's where like my little box is, but my iPad's turned so the camera's actually on the left. So I just keep looking back and forth, and it'll be fun if you guys are watching this. You guys can comment and laugh at me about what is Kai doing with her eyeballs. She don't know.
She don't.
She don't know.
Oh man.
She don't know what she doing.
All right. So, to recap, Kai has Sonic in her cup.
Yeah.
I have a sugar cookie mocha because I was
Ooh.
trying to recreate the Starbucks that I got yesterday because
Yes.
Jamie got me a gift card. And it's mainly like it's so funny because like I've never really drank Starbucks in the 2.5 years we've been together because it's expensive and it's
It
just
is.
I just don't want to do it, so I
It
don't.
shawl is expensive, girl.
So we have a Starbucks in our Meyer, and he was like, "Well, this way you can get your coffee and we can go grocery shopping." So it really was a present for him instead of him waiting for me to drink my
Mm-hmm.
coffee. So I stumbled through half awake, but their sugar cookie white chocolate frappuccino. Oh, bitch,
That sounds
girl.
amazing.
It was beyond delicious. Like it was so good. So now I'm just like, I gotta get the white chocolate skinny syrup. I've already got the sugar cookie, so I can freaking make this bitch at home. I tried it with chocolate. It's not bad, but it's just not what I had at Starbucks. So my dupe is a flop,
Oh
but
no.
still good. I've got the sour blue raspberry, as Kai mentioned, but I've got a little bit of Synergens's collagen in there because it's that strawberry lemonade.
Those
It's
two
my
mixed
gold
together
killer.
is so good, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I
good.
was like, it's gotta work. It's gotta work. But I was still really nervous when I did it. But it is working. So that's what's in my cup. So we've got 2025 coming up
Whoop
in a
whoop.
matter of days. Bitch, I am not ready. Like, I don't even know where 2024 went. No
Dude,
clue.
I feel like I blinked.
And I don't know if for me it went by quickly because I went back into the corporate world. And by corporate, I mean got a job because I definitely not in corporate America. I'm in trucking, but it's a big company that I work for.
To me, that's
Uh,
still corporate America.
yeah. So like I don't know if that's why it kind of went by really quickly, but I don't know where 2024 went. But 2025, I don't know. I feel like we've got some goals. We got some exciting plans. I mean,
I
what are you gonna manifest? Because we're gonna talk about manifestations
Yes.
today. That's what
So
I'm trying to get out there.
I think I want to manifest like the basic necessities of life for me. So like I want to manifest like alone time. Like setting aside, not doing like my makeup, but like 30 minutes of alone time.
Yeah, you need it, guys. I kid you not. Like, she may say that she's not a basic housewife, but this bitch over here, basic housewife. Granted, her kids are significantly younger than mine, so she is in a different like life phase, and I'm just like, you spend too much time with these kids because I'm used to having a teenager and I can go do what I want and I can go hide for a
Yes.
half hour
Go hide.
and I ain't got to worry about it because he's in his room hiding for a half hour.
Yes. Yeah, no. So I wanna manifest me actually taking time for myself that doesn't involve like going grocery shopping alone. But just actually doing something for me for a little bit.
Or just sitting in quiet because let me tell you, that's pretty glorious
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah, that's what I want in my life. And then I want
You're gonna have
to
to get them
so
kids on board because you
right?
know Mariella's just out there trying to ruin your best life.
I'm surprised she hasn't come outside yet.
I know. Now that she knows mommy does do a podcast, she's going to be popping in.
Oh, she was listening to hers last night. So just so everyone knows, my daughter does not actually have like a real podcast like on YouTube, but she has her tablet, and so she records her own videos and then watches them later.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
So there's a fun where she literally was like, "Oh, here's my mom just coming back to ask me another question." Like the shade. Like, I feed you.
I feed you.
Right.
I
Okay.
feed you life,
So
bitch.
yeah. So alone time for myself, like 30 minutes a day. I want to manifest like growth. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like career growth. I want more. I mean, I know I just got one, but I want to still grow in
Greedy.
I am greedy. Not like in terms of like title, but just like more education for my career, like to make myself better at my job. And then I want to manifest a healthy lifestyle, not my Sonic milkshake.
Listen, it's called balance, okay?
Balance. That's why I bought those sticks. Yeah, those are the three things like at the top of my manifestation list is just like health for me and my family, alone time, and like career growth. So that I'm constantly still learning, so I don't feel like I'm not appreciative of what I have, but that I'm still growing to maintain and be better at it. Yeah.
I remember this was so long ago, and I had always kind of thought it was good for like the hair industry and the makeup industry because it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got like back into like working and got a little bit older, I was like, no, it really does make sense for whatever your career is. If you get to a point where you don't think there's anything else that you need to learn,
Mm-hmm.
or you don't want to learn anything else, then it's time for you to find a new career.
Yes, exactly.
Because you should always be taking classes, learning whatever, new softwares, new, really like whatever it is based on your job. And that doesn't necessarily mean, going back to college and
Right.
getting, a higher degree. There are workshops out there, for probably just about anything. You can find just about anything on freaking YouTube these days. So
You really
like,
you and LinkedIn actually has like certifications that you can get. Like you can pass like a LinkedIn test for like Excel, for Word, things like that. So there's lots of companies that do things like that, which I like.
man, it's been a minute since I've really been on LinkedIn and paid any attention. I never really learned how to use it. I was like, oh well, let me just put like my information up here. This is what I've done. These are my jobs, and I'm just like, now what? But like,
Now what do I
my
do?
photographer friend that I do like all of my corporate headshot gigs with, he always advertises on LinkedIn. Like that's where he gets his connections, and I'm just like, tell me how you do it.
Give me the secret.
Right.
I think a lot of
he's
people.
definitely more corporate.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the photography that he's doing, like that's more his clientele. Where I'm like, film and TV, and then I break it up with corporate. Yes.
Just a corporate girl on a budget, you know.
That was what we were
drinking
that
Sonic milkshake. Drinking that Sonic milkshake.
Right. Bougie bitches on a budget as we have Sonic and Starbucks and Stanley's, and it's like,
I just bought a new Stanley the other day too.
Did you end up getting that one that I sent you? Because it came in like a big size and a small size, and you were like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect for me and my daughter.
I didn't get that one. They had like it's not in the car, I'd show it to you. It was like a blue sparkly just heaven. So
color, right?
it is, and I was like, you know what? I have one Stanley and my family that I keep at work. So I thought I would buy a Stanley to bring to work that is bright and sparkly blue because it like matches my personality.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, I saw like some of like the Starbucks tumbler thingies, the big ones, the studded ones. And I was pointing them out to Jeremy, and he was like, no. You don't even use what you have at home. And I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I put water in it for the podcast. Like,
yeah. I have my little glass one, but like it's smaller, so I haven't been using it like as much as I normally do.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, today
Yeah,
I was
her real
like,
face now. Well, semi-real
water
face.
bottle is what we're gonna be drinking out of.
Yes.
That's what we're doing today. Oh, we were trying to get everything done quickly so you can get back to your family. I don't know what I want to manifest. I mean, I'm
Yeah, tell
definitely
me.
always about.
Tell me what I know what I'm manifesting for you.
Oh, what are you manifesting for me?
You know exactly
Oh,
what I am
oh, the
manifesting for you.
career growth.
Yes, ma'am. You know I put that in the atmosphere for you.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. I do want to grow. In my job, my career. Well, I don't know. I feel like I still feel like makeup is my career. I just do it part time. I would like to grow that a little bit more. I mean, as honestly, like, as much as I love being in an office because I'm that weird person, I like office work. Like, I like files. I like data entry. Like, I just weird. I like
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff. I do really miss being on set and doing more makeup, but at this stage in my life, this is
Mm-hmm.
where I need to be. So I would like to grow within my job. I've been lucky enough that I've been given a few more duties at work, so that's been really nice.
Hey.
I'm hoping to continue that progression and grow professionally. I let's see what else. I kind of honestly like I would just like some more. I want to throw out love and compassion. Like,
Ooh.
girl, and we can get into this in another episode because well, I feel like I got a cat that wants in. Do you want in? Is there a cat out there? No, the shithead walked away. Um, Marriage is hard. Marriage is really hard.
Marriage is hard.
Like real hard. Like I got, and we'll discuss this later. But look, I got my wedding band finally.
Yes, girl.
They're back again. It's not the same one, but that will be a story for another time. But raising teenagers is hard. Marriage is hard.
Mm-hmm.
My husband being a step parent is hard.
Being a step
It's
parent is hard.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
like I
10 years going on here, and it's not because you don't love them. It's just, it is a
well,
hard
and
dynamic.
you were lucky enough though too to step into the step parent role with a baby.
Yes.
Jeremy stepped into it with a raging teenager and a boy.
Yeah,
That's a
no,
Pisces.
I will say I am the lucky out of everybody else that gets to be a step parent when they meet when they're young.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been here.
Yeah. So, I would like to manifest just some more grace, love, compassion, like all those kinds of things. And I even needed to with Rowan because with him being on the spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know it to look at him and to talk to him, I even forget. Oh, well, his brain isn't processing that the way, a normal person
Right.
would. And so, like, I've got to, remind myself of that. There'll be times I'll be texting my mom and be like, oh, I can't take it. Oh my gosh, like teenagers. Oh, how did I live this long? And, all this stuff. And my mom's like, you need to remember that he's not normal. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
I also feel like too, like when we were teenagers, we didn't have like as much as like our kids have now. Like
Mm-hmm.
AOL came out, but we were like what, middle school maybe
I
ish.
was already out of high
Oh,
school.
okay. Oh, we are a couple years apart. But like our
Mm-hmm.
internet wasn't like instantaneous, right? Like in our
Oh, no, it
hand.
was that dial up bullshit.
Right.
Beep, beep,
So like
beep, beep.
if you got in a fight with your friends in a chat room, like once you signed off, like the fight was over until the
Mm-hmm.
next time you signed on. Where now I feel like kids today, like you get in a fight at lunch that's on Snapchat for like the next 3 weeks. Someone's gonna bring
Yep.
it up later. Like they don't have that same, I
They
guess.
don't let it go. It's
No,
it's like everything is I don't want to say amplified, but it really is
it
amplified.
is.
Like
Yeah.
things are just more serious. Um they feel more,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean it it's kind of like, is that just the generation? Is that, you know, the parents? Because I mean, I'm definitely a Gen Xer, and I'm like, screw your feelings, kid. Like, this is
What?
how life
Oh,
is.
what are
Like, this is
feelings?
what you have to do. And like, I keep trying to tell him too, because like his goal is to go into the military. I finally had a cat scratching at my butt. Are you coming in? Oh, it's baby Tear.
Aww.
His goal is to go into the military, and I'm like, buddy, like, you think this is bad, bro? Let me tell you. Like, go talk to your grandpa because he obviously has more knowledge than what
Yeah.
I do. But like, it's not gonna be all like, you know, sunshine and cupcakes. Like, it's gonna be bullshit. You think this little bit of what I want you to do is
Right.
so simple? Just, buddy, just freaking wait. So I don't know. I feel like it's almost like they just feel deeper than what, you know, my generation growing up. We were just left outside to do whatever. I mean, I
You,
remember walking at like 5 around the block to go to 7-Eleven with my change.
well, so it's so funny because like where my parents' house is, like the playground is literally like behind the house, and we used to just walk there by our
Mm-hmm.
like by ourselves, like me and my older sister.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would take my younger siblings because I'm 9 years older than they are. So
Mm-hmm.
to go to the park and it was fine. And now it's just like my dad's like, no, you can't go without me. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a grown woman. But again, like everything has changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's insane.
So
And I think like I don't know. I really I really want this to grow. Like I want our like I want to manifest abundance, but like you said, like not money wise,
yeah,
but just being able to provide without, you know,
yes.
that struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, we've got some ideas, folks, but we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in our next episode when we get into
Woo-hoo.
2025.
I'm about to go
But
into
you know, I really,
Avatar mode.
I just want, you know, I want this to grow. I want
Yeah.
us with our synergents to grow.
Put
You
it in
know,
an atmosphere, girl. Put it in it.
I mean, there's one other thing that I probably shouldn't put out in the atmosphere that I've been doing for probably a good year. I don't know if I should say it. So, that might just be one that I keep to myself. But
I'm over
there's
here like,
another.
what you keeping from me?
Check your phone.
Uh, checking. Oh, bitch.
I know we've talked about it.
Eek. I'm sorry. That was mean. But I know we're not supposed to keep secrets, other besties. But that's not one I could blunt out. That's not my secret to share.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep that as a private. But I'll keep you guys posted. I might change my mind on putting that out in into
To
the
the
universe
atmosphere.
in a month.
I feel like this picture of me with powder on my face is just the
You should snap it.
hold
Hold
on.
on a second. Wait, let me.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Of course, I got you and not me in it, but that's fine.
Yeah, this is what happens when Kayak like gets ready in the middle of the podcast. And normally, like I'm ready when we do this. Oh my gosh, kitty alert!
That's baby Tear. Come here,
He
sweet
was
girl.
like, first of all, who is this girl on camera and why is she taking up all of my time?
I know. Baby Tear is very much like my Odin and really super neat. Don't push on that. Okay, listen, I know you want to put your scent on it, but this is not something to put our scent on, okay? Not right now, anyway.
I was like, I know I have another brush somewhere.
I almost feel like. Hold on a second. Look,
I want you
look.
to
I
know
got
that
the
like
brush too.
I packed to like makeup wise, like I did not pack. I packed to neutrals. I
I know.
literally,
I saw your little cute little makeup kit, and I was
yes,
like,
this this has everything that I need
yes.
for the trip. So like my CCTM, which is not closed all the way, my pearlizer for shiny
Did you
face.
get that little thing on Amazon though?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I have blush in here, but I haven't worn blush at all this entire trip. But I brought it just in case. My primer, and I literally brought like the minis, the holiday minis
Mm.
of
Mm.
eyeshadows because they're like the perfect neutral color with just a touch of
Right.
shimmer and rose gold shimmer because I wanted it, which is what I have on today. And then I put a little
Right.
bit of a walnut up there, but that's it.
Well, I know you also like a glow.
I do like a glow. I like to make the chocolate skin shine like the top of the
Yeah.
Chrysler building. I do. Plus, I did take your makeup tip and trick, by the way. I'm putting the pearlizer on first and then the foundation on top.
Yeah.
I
What'd
like
you
it.
think?
I
So
usually
that's
mix them together, but I will say the other day I just put on pearlizer and that was it.
mm. Oh.
I was just out here living my best life with regular
I bet
skin.
you like definitely on a darker skin tone, just pearlizer would be really cute.
Well, at the holiday party at work, the sun had come out, and one of the girls was like, "Why is your skin glowing? Like, truly glowing?" And I was like, "Girl, that's called black girl magic."
There you go.
But then I was like, "But really, it's pearlizer. Here's a link."
Yep. I know. I actually have it on underneath my CCTM because I'm gonna. Well, after this, we'll see if I feel like finishing that reel. But I want to do reel because one of my favorite holiday trends, makeup trends, is shimmer and glitter. Because
Hey.
why not? I know you're right up there. Our makeup bestie Mikal, she's right up there with the
Oh
shimmer and
yeah.
glitter. If it says glitter in it, we're all like, add to cart.
Click, add to cart,
Mine.
submit, purchase,
Yes.
all of it. Also have my
So like,
toothbrush out here.
love it.
It's because
So like, I really want to do this reel, but I'm just kind of like, I'm so tired now.
it was in my makeup bin. What are your plans like for New Year's Eve? Are you doing anything? Like, is like y'all gonna like stay and watch movies? What?
Jeremy will be asleep before midnight, like he's been the last two New Years we were together.
Even though it's my birthday, I usually don't make it to midnight, and let me turn this now that I've done my face. Yay! Oh, it won't even turn because we're recording, so now I'm probably just sideways for you. Just kidding. I thought it would I thought it would auto flip itself back, but it didn't.
Adjust, yeah. It's okay.
What if I move myself over here? That's kind of better, right? At least my eyes aren't like. I'm going to hell. But so it's not like we go out to dinner or anything anymore because we have the girls, and so if we don't have both, we have one. And trying to get a babysitter on New Year's Eve that's gonna come to our house, put her to bed, and then we have to drive back home anyway. Like we just stay home. It's easier.
I think the last time I went out for New Year's Eve was when I was pregnant with Ro. No, no, wait, hold on, no. Actually, no, it might have been. Yeah, I think it was when I was pregnant with Ro. That was the last time I went out that I can remember. Because I feel now I'm thinking, because I know that there was one time I went to a bar that was in Granville, and I'm just like, was that before or after the kid?
We've gone out like a couple of times after I had Mariella, and obviously before Mariella, but since having her, trying to find a sitter for the whole night, like or
Right.
bring her, like she'll come out to eat with us, like that's not a big deal. But like I enjoy a stress-free dinner of not having to take my child to the bathroom because she always has to go because obviously kids' food comes out first. She
Right.
always has to go like after my food comes so I don't get to enjoy it. And I
Oh,
understand
geez.
like my husband will bring her to the girls' bathroom depending on the restaurant we're at, and he'll just stand outside the door. But she's at the age where going into the men's room is just not okay anymore.
Right, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
and I don't know why like the men's room is set up this way. Like there's lots of single dads, right? But you have to walk
Right.
by the urinal to get to the toilet. So for a little girl,
There needs to be more family bathrooms for
yes.
that purpose because there are single moms with little boys, which was me.
Yeah.
And let me tell you how terrifying it was when he was too old to go in with me or just didn't want to go in with me because he
Right.
felt he was too old. And there are plenty of single dads that have little girls
Yeah.
that need to be able to get their child to a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be more family friendly bathrooms so
Yes.
that way people can
Well,
send the
I
kids in.
just feel like if I had a son, like you said, like I wouldn't want to bring like my 11-year-old boy into the bathroom with me.
Mm-mm. No, and I think
Um,
Bro was like, he was probably 8 or 9. We were at Walmart. He was, ready to go by himself. He knew how, knew how to do the things. And I remember standing outside the door watching everybody that went into that bathroom and just being like,
yeah. Well, and honestly, we grew up with like the like you. It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Like commercials.
nope.
No. And I feel like I hate watching the news because I'm so paranoid about like people stealing
Yeah.
my children. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
we're not at home, in upstate New York, which I feel is very just like a comfortable area.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in Long Island. Long Island is not like the thug capital of the world, but there are far more people in the mall than at my mall. So no, you cannot go walk and go look at the fish
Mm-hmm.
because you going to look for the fish means that you have to walk by 50 people, and if one of
Yep.
those people walk by in a split second, I can lose you. And not because I'm not paying attention, but because that's just how
Right.
quick people are.
Yep.
Like, it's like
Oh
they
yeah.
take a weird how to kidnap kid class.
Yep. Oh
So,
yeah.
here it's different because Mariella wants to, oh, mom, can I go look over here? And I'm like, we're not at home. We can't do the if you can see me, I can see you. It's okay type thing. At
Mm-hmm.
home, we can do that.
Right.
But
And we want
here,
to give them that independence too, but it's
yeah.
like,
But I'm like, I trust nobody.
yep,
Okay.
that part.
And it's not
That
my
part.
kids I don't trust. It's other people
Yes, that's
that I don't
exactly it.
that I don't trust. Like I know, Mariella is gonna not go with a stranger, but hell, if a stranger offers her some ice cream and some Skittles, she might go. Hell, I might go if someone showed up with a van and was like, free wine for moms in a Hallmark Christmas movie. I'm getting in the van.
Right.
I know I'm not supposed to, but when he threw in the Hallmark Christmas movie, I was in.
Yeah, my mom was watching Hallmark Christmas movies on Christmas Eve, and I was like, "You do know what's gonna happen, right?" Let me guess. This guy was like the high school heartthrob, and
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
now she's falling in love. She goes, "No, he moved to that town from somewhere else," and I'm like,
Every Hallmark Christmas story is the same plot. It is the small town man and the
"Yeah,
big city girl that gets mad that she doesn't get to spend her holiday in the big city, and she falls in love with the Christmas tree farmer or the holiday town owner or
or
the
the
man with
baker."
the kid whose wife passed away and he's just been struggling to keep the family, the ski resort fucking open. It is the same plot and I'm here for it every time. Every
I
single time I
I
cry,
know.
I will
Gosh, you, my mom, Mikkel, all of
I
you.
will my mom made me a t-shirt that said this is my Hallmark Christmas watching shirt. Okay? Don't
I
even
love
start with
it.
me on that because I will watch a Hallmark Christmas movie till I'm blue in the face. Okay. Candace Cameron Bure, that's she is the queen of Christmas.
Her and Allison Sweeney.
First of all, I'm gonna give you that.
Sammy Brady from Days of Our Lives.
She do be
As a Hallmark princess.
She
Like,
do
what?
be in a lot of Christmas movies. I'd be like, remember what you used to do on Days of Our Lives? You remember what you used to do?
Right?
You remember like when you were sick from school too and you came home? I used to love getting sent home from school sick, so I was like, oh, I get to watch the stories.
My mom has watched Days of Our Lives since well before I was born.
Do you remember
So we would watch
Passions?
Days of Our Lives. She used to watch Another World, but that's been off for decades.
Yeah.
Um, she, when she was younger, watched General Hospital, stopped watching General Hospital, and then I think when I was in high school, started watching it again because what she used to watch wasn't on. She used to watch Santa Barbara
Mm-hmm.
with Abe Martinez. His name was Cruz. So like definitely like I grew up on especially Days of Our Lives, and it's to the point now where we can predict how the story is gonna go. So
Yep.
like, because it's like a Hallmark movie. It's just the same shit. It's just a new generation
My
or
favorite
a new
parts.
villain. But it's the same thing because my mom would be like, oh, oh, oh. So this happened to Sonny Corinthos.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh, well, this is what's going to happen now. She's like, oh, I know. So
I'm
yeah,
telling
it's
you,
bad when you can predict
that's
soaps
my
too.
favorite part about being sent home from school. And Passions, I used to
Oh,
watch.
yep, my mom watched that one too.
Passions was the one with little Timmy, right? With the little.
Yep,
And
yep.
I know he's passed away, but I
Hmm.
remember like when he did, and I was like, oh, it's Timmy.
Yeah, because the show was still on.
It was. But I remember it. But yeah, Passions took me. Passions had all my emotions. And the original Degrassi, I don't care. All these little girls, and they're like, "Ooh, Drake." No, that's Audrey Graham, and he was in the wheelchair in Degrassi. And there was an episode where he was mad because he didn't think he was ever going to lose his virginity because he was in the wheelchair.
Because he was in
That's
a
because
wheelchair.
that's Drake. Okay. So all these little girls like,
Okay.
ooh, Drake. Okay, first of all, if you don't know Drake from Degrassi, you can't love him. No, you gotta go back.
I'm saying I don't know.
Did you not watch
I never
Degrassi?
watched it. I
I
didn't
watched
watch Degrassi.
all of the Degrassi. The Degrassi in high school we were forced to watch. The Degrassi The Next Generation with all those kids. And when I tell you Degrassi taught me all the things that I knew I could get away with, I don't think
So
that
I
was the point.
remember I had like sex ed from fifth grade through my freshman year of high school.
Oh,
Every single year had sex ed. And usually during those we would this is the old school Degrassi, like
yes,
not
the OG Degrassi.
yeah, but there was always a couple episodes because something always revolved around not doing it, but
Mm-hmm.
wanting to, and
Yep.
then not.
Yep.
Yep.
Degrassi done taught me everything. I knew how to dress like a hoochie from Degrassi because what's her name? I don't even remember the names now. But she came in with her little G string hanging out of the back of her pants, and all the
The
boys was
whale
looking at
tail.
her. And you was like, you know,
Nice.
your mama said you can't wear it, but she would wear one outfit from home and then change when she got to school. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Her little
Yeah,
fat
pretty certain I
ass.
did kind of stuff like that. There was one girl, so like crop tops became a thing my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more my junior year. Like a lot of people were wearing it, and this one girl, I swear to God, she wore the same one every day. Like the bitch got home and like washed it, but she wore this top so often that the school put in a policy that we couldn't wear them anymore because this bitch had to ruin it for all of us.
She ruined it for the whole team.
She did. Absolutely. The whole entire team. Because I remember, like, when they announced it and stuff, and it was like, I know exactly why. But I could say her name because
It
I
was
remember it.
like it was you,
And
Sarah.
every time I turned around, this bitch was in that same damn top. And it's
It's
like,
Sarah's fault. Sorry to anybody named Sarah, but you just were the name that pops into my head, so it's your fault.
right?
Sarah
I'm
from
like,
high school.
son of a bitch.
You could
I
have
mean,
picked
it's
it.
not
You
like I
could
was
wear
really
a blue
allowed to
one.
wear them. I mean, I couldn't wear them anyway because I grew up in a very religious household. So, but it's just like if I wanted to like sneak one underneath a shirt or like my
Yeah.
flannel that I was wearing and then take the flannel off and tie it around my waist,
Remember
I
we used
couldn't
to
do
do that?
anymore.
Oh.
Hmm.
Good. My mama was a thug, so there was no crop top, there was no booty shorts, there were no short shorts. None of that. My mom made me do the test every time we went shopping for like shorts or skirts. I had to bend over.
Oh, see, I didn't have to do that, but my mom would be like, "Those are a little on the short side," and I'm like, "Okay, and."
Yep. Nope. I had to bend over. I had to do the squat test.
I would do that anyway just because my thighs were always way bigger. Like I had a small waist, but I've always had larger thighs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I could never get anything that fit right anyway. But
No,
luckily,
because the pants that fit your thighs leave that big old gap in the back of your
mhm,
waist. Mm-hmm.
yep. But luckily, when I was in high school, like I was probably a size 3 wearing size 10 pants because you wanted them excessively baggy like that.
Uh-huh.
So then I could get away with shorts because they
Right.
were bigger
They're bigger.
to accommodate
Remember them
the target.
Jankos? Janko jeans?
So I never wore them. I wasn't in that like group in high school. I was okay, so like I know like I joke around about how like I'm an elder emo. Like it wasn't I loved a lot of the looks. I loved Hot Topic growing up, but like there was absolutely no way that my mother would have ever let me wear anything like
Not
that.
mine either.
But I wanted to. And then I got out of high school and started listening to like more music, and I was like, none of my friends are into this. So like it'd be me in the car rocking out to like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, and then hanging out with my friends listening to country, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, we did not do country.
I don't mind it, but I was just like, I like this heavier music. What is it called? Like, who else is listening to it? And then I was introduced to Evanescence, and I was like, oh, we're done.
We're
Game
done.
changer. This is my life now.
This is my song. I listened to, I don't know, mostly like hip hop, I feel like, as a kid. Or whatever played on the radio that was popular.
That,
Country
yep.
was not ever one of those things.
Yeah, I definitely, it was 104.5 was the station that everybody listened to when I was growing up. So yeah, it was like all the popular stuff. When I go in for my pet scans, they'll be like, oh, well, what station do you want to listen to? I'm like, I don't know, today's hits. Mainly because I can't be like, can you put on the Falling in Reverse channel? Because one, y'all are gonna hate it, and two, I'll start bopping to it and I gotta lay still.
Oh my gosh. My esthetician always does that. She's like, what kind of music do you want to listen to? And I was like, really? The last
Like,
thing I'm paying attention to is the music.
she's hoping it'll soothe you.
Oh my
And take your
gosh.
mind off of the fact that her face is in your bagoo, wiping and ripping.
Peel and stick. No, I'm just kidding. You know, stick and rip, stick and rip.
I have spent plenty of time in somebody's. Girl, no, there were days. So
It's this movement for me.
you live in a cold weather state, so you
Yeah.
get this. Once it's no longer cold, the sun starts to come out.
Yeah.
The leaves start to turn green. The weather starts to get a little bit warmer. Every bitch and her sister is like, I need you to fix this.
Yeah.
And it's like vagina days at the salon. Like, I literally would call them because I'd have back-to-back Brazilians, and I'm like, I just don't want to stick my face in somebody's vagina today.
I did my sister's armpits yesterday.
Dude, I loved waxing armpits because nobody expects it to hurt as bad as it does. It goes away quickly.
It
But
does.
that's an intense feeling when it happens. And I wouldn't do 2 swipes, like, do half and then the other half. Whoop, boom! Let's just get it all one and done.
Yes. That's what I did to my
One and
sister.
done.
Because she didn't want, I was like, you need to lay down so that way your skin is taut so I can just do it. And so she finally laid down for one arm and I put it on and it was thick enough and I pulled up just a little bit. And so she was talking and I just pushed and she was like, what? I was like, told you it was better when you lay down. One strip, all done.
Yep.
Like a champion. It was very satisfying for me after to be like, look at how much I got.
Right. I know there were people that would want to see it, and I'm like,
I'm one of those people.
oh, I'm the same.
Show it to me.
Like my mom, I taught my mom how to wax armpits so she could do mine, like when I wasn't working in the salon industry anymore. And I'd be like, let me see it. Half the time I didn't even have to show her. She'd rip it off and be like, look at it.
It's just cool to see like all the little follicles and everything, and you're like, that was a good strip.
Mm-hmm. I did find out though that I'm allergic to the soft wax.
Oh.
and I have to use hard wax. So like I would wax my legs as well, and I would get red dots all down my legs, and they would itch and it would swell up, and I'd get welts. So I'd have to take like a calming
Mm-hmm.
solution of something. Whatever skincare I was using, I always have like something that's gonna calm my skin, and I'd have to put that on my legs. And my face really was never that bad. I mean, I'd get kind of like itchy, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really like think too much of it. And then as I got a little bit older and it would get worse, I went back into the salon industry and I was kind of talking about it. And they're like, "Have you tried sugaring or hard wax?" And I was like,
Oh.
"No." So I can do both of those. There's just something in soft wax, like the strip wax, that I can't do. But I started doing hard wax for my brows, and
My brows should probably get done at some point, but we gonna be all right. We gonna we
I
gonna
was like, I
we
look at
gonna
mine
let
and
them
I'm
be
like,
thick, a little thicker than a Snicker.
that's okay. It's not the early 2000s. We don't need them little tiny like either
Do you
sperm
remember when we
eyebrows or
used to like
little
make them
pixies.
like you could draw them in with a pencil? Remember like
I
getting like
didn't do
fights with
that
your
because I was
friends?
like, no, but I definitely had them thin ass eyebrows.
I had thin. I remember telling my friend like, "Don't mess with me. I will lick a finger in your eyebrow real quick." Like, what?
I
Mine
used to also
mine are
never
here.
fill
Yours
in.
are gonna wipe off.
I wouldn't fill in my eyebrows. It wasn't until I got my cosmetology license and I was in a salon. The esthetician that trained me, she was like, "Why don't you fill in your eyebrows?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I guess I just never thought about it because I have blonder brows. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they're not as blonde as they used to be, but my hair also isn't as blonde as it used to be. Um, so I just had never thought about it, and she colored in my eyebrows for me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have eyebrows." But
Oh
it
my!
was really weird
What
at
is this?
first. I know, I was like, I don't know what I think of that. And now I'm just like, oh, let's take some hair color to it. Let's take our mascara to it. Bring color these bitches in. It's amazing. Seriously, what your eyebrows can do for you. Because there have been plenty of times that all I've done is colored in my eyebrows. And I don't feel like I look like death warmed over.
That's how I looked earlier today. Yes,
That is not how you looked earlier today, but whatever.
I looked a hot mess today.
Shut up.
Okay.
This I'm still looking at myself because I'm like, all I got is pearlizer.
I know, but you look cute though, girl.
I am glowing
You really are.
like a disco ball.
I know. I'll be glowing later at dinner when someone's singing to me.
That's a different kind of glow. That's not
That,
shining
it's,
bright.
I don't hate like. And Amelia was so funny too. We were at dinner. She's like, "Oh, we went to IHOP." She's like, "Oh, we should have told him it was your birthday." And I was like, "I will no. I do not
But
need
see, I'm that
to."
person where I'm like, and maybe it's just because I'm a Libra. I'm like, everybody needs to know it's my birthday. I'll wear the crown. I'll wear
I did.
sad.
I did hold up the sign at the escape room that said it's my
I did see
birthday.
that. I saw that. I
Yeah.
was like, look at her, yay!
Yeah. Well, they had one that said like escape room queen, but I like the one that said it was my birthday instead. And it was like a fun time for all of us, like to be together. My parents have like taken the girls everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I went shopping for a pair of shoes that I did not find.
That sucks.
No, but the girls got some nice stuff at the Nike store. So,
Oh, well, then there you go.
yep.
There you go. Well, is there any other manifestations or things that you're hoping for in 2025?
Girl, I'm just hoping that I can make it to the bathroom on time when I have to go to the bathroom in this house for the rest of the week.
I like it.
No.
I like it.
I think no, besides like just some time, some career growth, health,
Mm-hmm.
cliche, I always want like people to be healthy. I think that's it, really. Like I also like want to grow like not just career growth, but I want to grow like as a person too.
Right, yeah.
But I think that's it for now. We'll see what happens.
We should recap halfway through the year.
Yes.
Let's do that.
I love a
And then
recap.
maybe then I will divulge my other
Yes.
manifestation. I've been manifesting that though for a while.
Well, I
And
will
think
manifest it. I will manifest it with you.
There's a lot of fear behind that manifestation, but I don't know.
I'm
We'll talk
sure.
about it.
Yes. Well, so I'm gonna go back inside the house because it has been, my family has given me more than enough time, and I am impressed.
I know. I really expected like somebody just pop in like the back or something, and be like, "What's up?" Kind of
Yes.
like your daughter did.
We're doing well, but let me go back into family time.
I know I should probably eat. My furnace is clicking on. If anybody can hear that, we did not realize just how loud and rumbly that was when we bought this place in August. And we just are kind of too lazy to worry about getting it fixed.
You make me giggle.
So, thanks for joining us again, you guys. If you like what you heard and you want to be notified when we upload another episode, hit that follow or subscribe button. You can also find us on Instagram, 2 Basic Housewives. And we will see you in a couple weeks.
Yes.